what the business is with the witness. What up with you? Hey, piano man here, getting this junk out the way. What's always piling up something in the way? What's up, everybody? Listen, I'm just doing this impromptu. Just want to see, excuse me, how everybody's doing. I'm just going to be on here for a few minutes. Like the caption said, we are on now countdown to A-Day. We're on countdown. What's up, DSG 84? Roll Tide. Roll Tide, big dog. How are you, man? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. Good to see you again, my brother. Good to see everybody, those that are listening and everything. Hey, Susan, how you doing? Good to see you. Good evening. Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see everybody and everything. I'm not going to be on here long. It's Friday. You know, I eat fish on Friday. Yeah, but it's still crawfish season, so I'm going to see what the night is going to bring. I'm doing pretty good, DSG. I'm going to be honest with you. This weight loss thing, y'all, I've lost over 40 pounds and everything, and my body is plateaued out, so I got to get on a new kick and everything. But one of the things that I've got to do is I've got to eat more, and I'm feeling, feel sort of weak and faint. So I'm just trying. So y'all pray for your boy, but I'm going to eat tonight. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm good. Fish or crawfish, something is calling my name. But anyway, but back to what I was talking about. I will, DS. I really will. I got to keep grinding. As a matter of fact, still have 93 pounds to go. I still have right at 100 pounds that I still want to lose. So, y'all pray for your boy. We're on countdown to A-Day, festivities coming up, all that good stuff. They had scrimmage number 2. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, my friend. I will keep grinding there, DSG. Susan, I won't overdo it. I promise I won't. What's up, Nick? Roll Tide, my friend. We're on countdown for A-Day. Scrimmage number 2 was today. I was listening to the press conference of Coach DeBoer. Had some positive things to say. What's up, JB? That's JB. He's the reason why we keeping it a buck over here. That's the man right there, JB. What's up? How's my family doing, JB? My niece and then my niece is all right. Good to see you, big dog. Come on in. Everybody can come on in. I was listening to Coach DeBoer today. He had some positive things to say about all 3 quarterbacks, not just one. He had something positive to say about all 3. And I'm just going, as in the words of JB, I'm going to keep it a buck right here. And that's what I wanted to hear. I want to hear from all 3, not just one. Now, I'm going to reiterate something, and I know this is going out everywhere, but I want to reiterate something that I've been saying from the word go, and that's this here. No one is pulling for Ty Simpson as hard as I am, but I'm going to say this, but I'm also pulling for Austin Mack, and I'm also pulling for Keelan Russell. I'm pulling for all 3 quarterbacks. I'm also pulling for Parker Brailsford. I'm pulling for Jaden Roberts. I'm pulling for Wilkin Formby. I'm pulling for Josh Cuevas. I'm pulling for Isaiah Horton. I'm pulling for Jalen Hale, Ryan Williams, Jerm Bernard. I'm pulling for everybody. That's on the offensive side of the ball. I'm pulling for Richard Young, Jam Miller, A.K. Deere, all of them. All of them. What's my point? Susan said it best. Let the best men play. Whoever wins the job, that's who I want to see. I want the best team on the field, whomever's going to win the job. Let's take politics out of it. Let's take politics out. Now, if Ty wins out, salute you. Because I've been saying for the last year or so, I thought maybe Ty would get in. But let's just be real. You know, Ty didn't get the job done when he had the chance to get it done. When they had the chance to go in and they put Milroe on the bench between him and the lacrosse player, they didn't, you know, and he didn't get it done. And so last year, you know, however that went, you know, it did not get done. But Nick is saying it best. Everyone wearing crimson is who I'm pulling for. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. I'm pulling for whomever's wearing crimson. I'm pulling for whomever has proven themselves to be the best, to be the starter. Let's put it like that, to be the starter. Whether it's on offense, whether it's on defense, special teams. Doesn't matter to me. Whomever has won over the coaches and has proven themselves, let's get it. Let's get it. So next week on for A-Day, I know it's not going to be a game. I already know that. And to be honest, to be quite honest with you, it's going to be a controlled scrimmage. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what's on Piano Man's mind. And I know I will probably get some heat about what I'm about to say, but it don't matter. It's my opinion and mine count, and you know, it's mine, just like you have yours. So here we go. The reason that I'm not all up in the air, JB, about anything that I hear about what goes on at practice is because it is a controlled scrimmage. Back when I was coming along, we had controlled scrimmages. In a controlled scrimmage, a lot of times, that's when you can, you know, hate to say this, but in a controlled scrimmage, a lot of times, that's when you can find out who can play and who can't. Now, what does Piano Man mean when he say that? When you are in a controlled scrimmage, it is what it is. It's controlled. You can't really get hit. You know, they got to create lanes and this, that, and the third of what's supposed to be there. But it's when you get ready to play in the real game or in a simulated game and you take a lot of the control off, that's when you're going to find out who your starters are. So next Saturday, the Lord willing, next Saturday really won't show us anything. It's just going to show us that we have a team. We got some new players. We got to fill in this, that, and the third, so forth and so on. So we really won't know anything. Being honest with you, we really won't know anything until August. I know. I got you, JB. Good. And the rest of the family is good. And I know this. I know this. From the coast to the capital, we know. From east to west, north to south, from sea to shining sea, the family's all right. So, but I'm saying this now. Check this out. So when we go to A-Day next week, we look for certain things and they're going to show this and they're going to vanilla it down, water some things down, so forth and so on. Just like the day, some reports that were out that Ryan was not participating in today's scrimmage. So, yeah, I think that's what's going on there, Susan. I don't think we will. If let's put it like this, he'll probably be there, but he probably won't be participating in the drills. Let's put it that way. Okay. So the point that I'm making is let's enjoy, but don't read too much into a lot of stuff. Piano Man just being as objective as he wants to, as he's trying to be. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Don't read too much in it because you still got guys that are hurt. Damani Jackson, what's his name? Keon Sabb. Those guys are not there yet. They're not playing. They're still hurt. They're still healing. So, I'm not telling us not to be excited. I'm just saying, contain that excitement. Let's wait until August. Let's wait until July when they begin to gather back. Let's see who's healthy. And then the other part of that is, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again, and the keeping it a buck crew, no, I've been saying this. Watch the transfer portal. We still need some guys because there are some areas that we are very thin. We're thin. I'm gonna say this: quarterback is one of them. You have 3 quarterbacks on a staff on a team. 3 of them. 3 of them. I'm gonna leave it at that. And so the thing about it is that if you go to hyping up one player, right, Susan? If you go to hyping up one player coming from the head coach, what you think the other ones may do? And you're just down to 3. That means somebody's going to say, oh, bye-bye. They're going to hit that transfer portal. Just like Big Boy did today from the basketball team, Muhammad Duarte. Let the basketball team enter the transfer portal. So the point that I'm making is, let's just chill out. Let's enjoy what we have, but we've got to approach the depth problem. We need some depth in some areas. That's been said. That's coming from the top. That's coming from the top. That's why I try to, when I report something, I'm reporting from people that are actually there. I'm reporting that. I'm not giving you what I think. I'm not giving you what my opinion is. I'm going to tell you what my opinion is, but that will never be first. What I'm going to report is what I hear the guys that are there. I'm also reporting from the guys who normally be there, who sends their people there. Yeah. Yeah, Nick. Alabama Football Talk. Yeah, that's one of them. I'm gonna throw this out there, and y'all don't shoot me with this one. They had the leadership crew and everything, and so it was Ty. I forgot who else was on it, but it was like, it's a few of them on it, but the majority of the people that are on this leadership council for the football team mostly come from the defense. All right. Well, a particular Bama guru, if you will, a guy, and I'm going to try to have them on sometime, read so much into that and said, what that's telling me, that goes, Ty Simpson is one. Ty's the man. He's this, that, and the third. Let me tell you what happened today. In Coach DeBoer's interview, in his press conference, the subject of the committee, the leadership committee, came up. Quote, unquote, just sort of paraphrasing, it had nothing to do with who's going to start. It had everything to do with who has shown leadership around the players. That came from the coach, the head coach. So that's why I'm saying, don't read a lot into anything. It's just spring. JB said it earlier. We were talking about Ryan. It's not meaningful. This stuff is not meaningful. It's more or less to get your feet wet. It's more or less to get the juices flowing. It's more or less to get some things in motion about what will be happening starting in August. That's what spring training is for, to give you an idea of what we need to work with, what we have to work with, and some things we need to do to clear up stuff. That's basically all spring training is. It gives you it gives you sort of like a blueprint of what can be, and then you can fill in the blanks. Because trust me, ladies and gentlemen, on O-line, still got some pieces to fill. And we need to get deeper on the O-line and the D-line. Just being honest with you. So I know that some of us may not want to hear it, and I know for some folks, they'll say, that's boring talk. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's real talk. Because we're not as deep as we desire to be. We're not. So we have to hope and pray that when all of this is over for spring drills, that's why I'm telling you, watch the transfer portal. It either work for you or it'll work against you. That's just real talk. That's where we are. That's where we are. So I really didn't want anything. I just want to share that's what's on my heart, is that, we all want to see Alabama make it. We all want to see Alabama succeed. We all do. I don't know of an Alabama fan that doesn't want to see Alabama succeed. But I'm going to tell you this, and thank you, JB, you're going on the big screen, I've been saying this today. People need to get away from the media and start getting back to reality. Your eyes will never lie to you. Couldn't have said it any better. The media is killing us, because and some of the media is believing their own hype too. I'm telling you now, some of the media, and then you got some wannabe medias out there, some wannabe media people out there. I'm not a wannabe media guy. I can't stand the media like that, because the media is full of sensationalists, hyping things up, but not doing what JB said, not looking at it from a realistic standpoint. The piano man gonna tell you the truth. We're thin in areas on the team. And then you got revenue sharing and this and that and the third. You got still the NIL to deal with. You got scholarships to deal with, either the lack of them or the few of them that's going to come in, and this, that, and the third. There's a lot that Alabama has to contend with. A lot. And this is why I'm saying for us to watch the transfer portal. Let me put it to you this way. All Alabama fans, in my opinion, need to take out subscriptions to things that are all things Alabama, not go-betweens of Alabama, but you can get some things straight from the horse's mouth. Let me give you a good, for instance, like Greg Byrne has the thing out called the Byrne Notice. Pay attention to some things he's saying. Pay attention to some things he's saying. There are some more, quote unquote, let me qualify it on this way. There's some negative media and there's some positive media. Let me just say it that way. Like JB said, your eyes are not going to deceive you. You will know the negative media when you see it. You'll know the bull crap when you see it, when you hear it. But then on the positive side of things, you'll know reality when you see it. When somebody's speaking reality, that's where you need to follow. Not pipe dream, not what you hope, not what you, because we all hope for the best. But it's time to be real. It's time to be real. Thank you, Susan. That's why Coach Saban hated the media. He couldn't stand it. And this is why he told his players, quit falling for the rat poison. The rat poison. Stop falling for it. The rat poison. And then what ends up happening a lot of times is that some people who are really real positive media, when they begin to speak truth about stuff, those are the ones that get hammered a lot. I'm just being honest with you. And I'm going back to something that JB said. And JB, when we all chatting sometime, JB reminds us, ever since I've known nephew, JB has said Alabama is everybody's Super Bowl. And we've got to get that in our psyche, and we've got to get that in our hearts, that people are going to play us tougher all the time. People are not going to just roll over and play dead. We've got to literally beat them. Just saying. So the point that I'm making right about now, coming down the way here, is that we've got to be real about our team. And the realness is that there are areas on the team that we are very thin in. So you know what that means? We can't afford a lot of injuries. I'm going to get to you in just a minute, Nick. I see your question. We can't afford a lot of injuries. And like someone told me just a few minutes ago, all it takes is one play and something can get wiped out. Not wishing anything negative on anybody, but all it takes is one play. Ask Jalen Hale. He'll tell you. And for Jalen Hale, it happened when doing spring drills last year. Nick asked the question. I'm going to put you on the big screen, Nick. Here we go. Do you think Alabama doesn't have enough money to keep up with other schools? Nick, let's let that sit there for a minute. Let's let that sit there for a minute. I want you to take out the first three words of your sentence, of your question, and take the question mark off, and there, sir, will lie your answer. Just being honest. Just being honest. I'm talking about even all the way down to scholarships, man. That's why I said pay attention to these to the true Bama media who's got an inside track, and they keep that thing real. They're there. You even have some podcasters that's the real deal. Alabama doesn't have the money. Now, let me tell you why I can say that. It's not the fact that, how can I put this in, and it's a mentality, Nick. It's a mentality. JD says only because we put the money where it needs to go. And see, those are some of the things that's not being talked about. Or not where it needs to go. Gotcha. Okay, I got you now, JB. I see what you're saying. Not where it is. It's going where it doesn't need to go. It's not going where it's supposed to go. Or where it needs to go. Because, let me hush my mouth. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Because folks don't want to hear that part. They don't want to hear that part. But you know what? I'm going to be like this dude, Pastor Redding on TikTok. You may not want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Some folks want you to win for free. They want you to win for free. They want you to put this team together. They want you to put this superstar team together for the cheapest rate possible. I'm just going to leave it right there. And that's a mentality. That's a mentality. That's a mentality. Since we're on the subject, if you go back, Ohio State, just in one man's opinion, then it won't blanket everybody. This is just Piano Man's opinion. Ohio State put winning over everything. As far as the football team went, they put winning a national championship over everything. Because I'm going to say this, and this is just from where I'm sitting. If Ryan Day didn't get it done this time, gone. Because those, how many years in a row has Michigan beat them? How many years in a row did Michigan beat them? Is it 3, 4? Don't you think those folks, the rumblings wasn't happening? It was there. It was there. It was there. But now I'm going to say this. I got to bring this back to everybody's attention. The reason that I'm saying what I'm saying is because I heard that from good old Coach Saban himself. Thank you, JB. 4 years. Let that soak in. You think Ohio State, those football teams, those football boosters wasn't feeling that? There's a booster behind the booster. Remember that now. You see some people up in the front, and they might be forking out, but you better best believe under every circumstance, there's somebody else a little bigger behind the scene. And that works in anything. And that's what was happening with Ohio State. And then while we're on that subject, I know that's a sore subject for some folk, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck right here. Sooner they won the championship, what happened? That coaching staff began to scatter. And I was just reading yesterday, JB, about their team, rather. They might be good, but they're going to struggle this year. They're going to struggle. But back to Alabama and all of this talk about money and this and that and the third. Go back and pull up Coach Saban at Baumhauer's on Hey Coach, and he talks about the issue at Texas A&M. And listen at the conversation that he had. I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go find it and pull it up and let you hear it for yourself. And he talked about that, how Texas A&M at that point, monetarily speaking, financially speaking, was ahead of Alabama. Excuse me. Was ahead of Alabama. At that particular time, people were coming to Alabama to play because of Coach Nick Saban. They were coming. They were coming to play for him. There was no other coach that folks wanted to play for. Now, were other schools getting other big-time players? Sure they were. But year in and year out, it goes back to something that JB says all the time, and that's this here. When you are the standard, everybody's coming at you in one way or the other. Either they're coming at you to play for you, or they're going to come at you harder because you didn't choose them. Just saying now. And what happens is that these folks was coming for Coach Saban. And the way that I can prove it is when he announced his retirement, what happened? And he even talked about it after retirement, that Alabama lost 30 people, whether some went to the draft or whether some transferred. 30 people from one football team in one setting, that's a lot of people. Now, if hey, Coach Carl, what up, brother? Now, if Coach Saban, let's play a matter of what if. If Coach Saban hadn't have retired, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Now, would Alabama have won the national championship? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to say this. His retirement shifted the landscape of college football. It did. It did. It shifted the landscape. In Wendell Long's opinion, that's called the Saban effect. One man shifted everything. One man. And that right there shows you what the standard looked like. Yes, he built the brand. Yes, he taught the players to create value for themselves. He did that. What's up, Bino? Roll Tide, brother. Coach Carl, roll Tide. Good to see you too. I'm just saying. And that type of aura, if you will, or that type of intensity will never be duplicated. And y'all can call Kirby Smart the new voice. He will never, ever have the voice like Nick Saban had. You can imitate him, you can try to duplicate, but you will never get the result. Exactly, JB. Telling you. Because you know, wait a minute, I gotta put that on big screen. I want to address something else that JB's saying right there. His retirement changes everything so much because now people don't know what to do. Bingo. Who's the guy we need to go after now? Bingo. That's those people. Bingo. And see, and the thing about it is, some of those people didn't check this out and tell me if you think I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, I'll change up what I'm saying. But here's what I'm getting at. Sometimes coach didn't even have to go find them. They found him because that's where they wanted to go. That's where they wanted to go. They wanted to be there. And I've said all along, and this is no slight to nobody, but because of what JB just said, his retirement changed everything. This is something something else Piano Man is about to say. In order for Bama to be back to the quote unquote glory years, we're going to have to, for a minute, we're going to have to win more with less. And only the keeping in the buck crew know what I'm talking about when I say that. We're going to have to win more with less. What do I mean? In order for people to take us serious again, like we used to, you're going to have to win a championship or two with what we have. Then they'll come. 17 years of Coach Saban and six championships. But remind you now, that was pre-NIL. But that type of dominance, won't see that again. Georgia thought, wait a minute, let me back up. Clemson thought they did it. Bama shut that down. Georgia thought they were going to do it. Bama shut that down. Now, you know, can somebody find the lie? Remember when Clemson came along? When Clemson came along and everything, oh, they're going to replace Alabama. Who was the last? And when it really counted, who was the last team beat Clemson? Bama. Right down there in New Orleans, Louisiana. See, where the problem came in that particular year is they met Alabama in a semifinal game. Bama got down there and walked them all over the Superdome. Being honest with you, So what I'm saying is, when we come to A-Day next week, our Lord willing, I can't tell people how to feel, but Piano Man's not going to be reading too much into anything. I'm going to be looking, I'm going to be observing to see who we have, whatever. But when that transfer portal opens up a couple of days later, you better best believe Piano Man going to be looking. I'm going to be looking. And as we say in church, I'm going to be looking and booking. I'm going to be looking and booking. And I'm not going to be just looking at Alabama as far as who we lose. I'm also going to be looking at whoever else is leaving. That transfer portal and the people committing to the transfer portal right about now, man, that block is hot. It's hot. You know what, Nick? I got to put this on the big screen, and I'm going to address that right now. Fans are saying KD isn't the guy for the job, don't know how good you have to be to keep the players he did, and they are not real fans. I agree with you. One thing people are not realizing, college football has changed. This is not Piano Man's football as I knew it. It has changed. The business of it has changed. The play has changed. Everything has changed. It's changed. And the sooner we realize that, the better off we'll be. And I know some people don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. I got to keep it real with you. I got to keep it a buck with you. Football has I'm going to say it like this. Sports has changed. Sports has changed. Sports has changed. So to say that Kalen DeBoer is not the man for the job, who you gonna bring? Who you gonna who did you want? I know some people wanted Lane. Lane wasn't gonna work, and folks know why Lane wasn't gonna work. Let me put that on the big screen, JB. People saying Bama doesn't have the money to compete. The real question should be asked: when they do, how dangerous will the now become in today's time? How dangerous will they? Oh, how dangerous will they now become in today's time? The question is, how dangerous? Just in one humble man's opinion, unsolicited opinion, it's going to depend on how they recruit. That's on one aspect. But I'm going back to qualify an earlier statement. But for now, we're going to have to win more with less. People may not want to hear that, but we're going to have to win more with less, because right now the jury is still out. Coach DeBoer is new. He's still just a second year and still feeling it. Now, I have to give them credit. They're recruiting their butts off. They're recruiting. Now, if Bama does it this year, that's going to help a lot. It's going to help a lot. Like I said, but the realistic side of things got a lot of holes to fill. And that business part of it, when you merge those two together, got a lot of business to handle. So you got to handle business all the way around. That's all Piano Man's trying to say. whether it's from the administrative side, the business side, the financial side, all of that. And then you got to handle business from the athletic side of things. And I'm going to tell you something else. While we're at it, the other sports at Bama are slowly catching up with the popularity of the football team. Now, some people may say that's a bad thing, but I say it's a good thing. It makes you well-rounded. Now, will they win championships? I don't know, but they're on their way. But dealing with the football team, if Bama does it this year, do they have the team to do it? I believe they do. Now, will they do it? That's a horse of a different color. But if that happens, then JB, how dangerous? Sky's the limit, bruh. The sky's the limit. Standing on business. And when you do that with that particular mindset, because I said this on another show, when you go in with a mentality to win a game, or you go in with a mentality, I know my stuff, I know what we got to do, we've practiced, we've film studied, we've done what we're supposed to do, whatever. I'm going to tell you this. When you go in with that and you go in standing on business, I'm going to tell you one thing it does. It keeps injuries down. It really does. Hey, Anitra, good to see you. Roll Tide. Good evening. It keeps injuries down because you're focused. That's the key word, focused. None of this crazy stuff, none of this paraphernalia, I'm going to call it that. We beat Georgia and all hell broke loose. Can't do that. We've got to stay focused. When you stay focused and you go in and like what we be talking about sometimes, you go in and you spend time in the film room. You spend time comprehending that stuff, getting it down pat, knowing this, knowing that, knowing the other. When you can do that and you become alert, you're not ignorant of what the other team is doing. You will understand. But the moment you take off a play, the moment that you're not alert, the moment you're not paying attention, the moment you're trying to make it all about you, is the moment crap start happening. And it ain't even, and that's none of that's going to be positive. So, JB, it depends on, from a athletic standpoint, from the playing standpoint, it depends on the players. How alert are you? Do you know your playbook? Do you know it? Are you standing on business to win? Look here. Are you standing on business to win, or are you just trying to stand on business to compete? I don't want to just compete. I want to win. I understand what Bino said something not too long ago. Yeah, right there, JB. That culture. Which culture are you a part of? Are you a part of a winning standard? Or are you a winning standard culture? Or are you just a part of a competing culture? Which one are you? Got to identify yourself. And that part is left up to you. Coaches can coach you all day long, but until you get out there and say, you know what? Let's put this together. Got to go in there and you create the culture. You create it. You create it. I'm going to say this. I shouldn't, but I am. The one thing I love about the Keeping It a Buck crew is because of the culture. The culture. The reason that I love the culture is because it's diverse. And we all see the same thing, but the thing about it is we all bring our little bit to the table and make it one big gumbo. I'm a gumbo freak. What's up, Dwight? Good to see you, my brother. Nick, in a kind of sort of way, yeah. And you know what? And, okay, let me put this on the big screen now because I got to show this. See, when y'all say something that I like, I'm gonna put it up there. KD and Ryan Grubb, good cop, bad cop. Yep. And the thing about it is the bad cop is actually a good guy. But what it is that he, you know, he had the bad cop is actually a good guy until you put him in a position where it's either him or you, and he's going to choose him. But what happens too is that the good cop has to mellow the bad cop out. And, you know, it's one of them type stories. But yeah, Nick, it's something like that. Good cop, bad cop. Red light, green light. One stop, the other one on go. But culture, the culture. That's all Piano Man is saying, the culture. I'm going back to Keeping It a Buck. Our culture is we're going to keep it real, but the thing about it is we respect each other. We respect each other's opinion, but we also leave that door open to say, hey, but why don't you, what you're saying is not wrong, but why don't you just add a little bit to this and look at it this way, and it might be rounded. And by the time you sit down and you kind of think about what they say, it is what it is, and that's where it goes. Now, JB just said now, JV said, but mess with one, I ain't even going there because that's a whole different glass of water right there. And that's what you don't want. You don't want that water. You don't want that water. Somebody better tell somebody that's not the glass of water that you want. Gary be 2 days late. Gary gonna be 2 days late because this is his weekend. Happy birthday, baby brother. Happy birthday. Is it today or is it 2 days? But he's getting started. That's all Piano Man gonna say. But that's our culture, and that's the culture that Alabama has to create. Because I'm about to tell y'all something, which leads, and this thought just popped in my mind. You know who's gonna have that culture? That culture what JB just talked about, mess with one and see what happens. West Alabama. Look at who you. First of all, you got Scott Cochran over there, and you got Scott Cochran. Some things begin to change for Alabama when Coach Cochran left. That's when you begin to see some dwindling. Coach Cochran was cut from a different piece of the cloth, and them dudes had a fourth quarter. Back in that day, those dudes had a fourth quarter program that wasn't no joke. And then and if you ever pull up Damien Square, that was during the Scott Cochran days. And now you got that same Damien Square as a coach at West Alabama. You already know what the business fixing to be. Now, I'm not going to tell you that they're going to sit there and win championships and go undefeated. That's not what Piano Man is saying. But I'm guaranteeing it. The intensity level just went up. You got Bo Scarborough. You got Reggie Ragland. Come on now. You've got Bama. You got the legends coaching over there. And those dudes didn't give a good 10 cents about your feelings, my feelings, nobody's feelings. It's going to be something to see. West Alabama is going to be something to watch this year. Now I'm gonna say that. I'll say that to say this. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here in just a minute. Go find me some catfish or crawfish or something. Piano man's stomach turning round and round. But here we go. That's what I want Bama to get back to. That type of standing on business. I went back and they've got this thing out now talking about Leonard Fournette and who was able to stop Leonard Fournette, and then they show Alabama. No sooner than Leonard Fournette was supposed to have been running over everybody and got to Bama and couldn't even tie his shoes. Alabama had to tie his shoes for him. I'm just serious. You can't see me, Nick. I'm still here. I'm still right here, bro. I guess. Unless I done something. I don't know. But I'm still here. Can somebody put in the chat, you still see me or something? Because Nick said, is it me or did Piano Man just go out? I'm sitting right here, Susan, not T maybe. Oh my God. Okay, just that part of that keeping in the butt crew. We still good, Nick. We still here. Okay. I thought maybe something happened I didn't know about. I made it to the big podcast in the sky. I thought I, went on over. But anyway, Nick, you scared me, man. But anyway, I'm just saying. I want us to get back to those days. On a serious tip, I want us to get back to those days. I don't care what the boosters are not giving. I don't care what they're not doing. I don't care what the NIL is doing or not doing. What I care about is our players being the best version of Alabama, representing Alabama that they can be. Forget about an NIL. I mean, if that's your motivating factor, then so be it. But when you get out there on that field, let's get with the getting. I appreciate everybody. And Coach Carl, as soon as I get your, what you got going, I got to come over there with you so I can preach a little bit. I got to preach. But I'm just saying, man, I don't care about all that stuff. What I care about is my team being the best team that they can be under any circumstance. I want to go back to the point, JB, that when you said Alabama, it was a shiver come over you. I want to go back to that day when somebody talked smack about Alabama and then they go to looking at each other saying, like, did you just hear that? I want to hear them say, we want Bama. And then when you get us, like send them home by halftime. Send them home. That's what I want to see. But JB said it best. All they need to do is take accountability. If you take accountability and become accountable, and that's in anything we do, be accountable. If you screwed up, it meant that you screwed up. Oh, there I go. There I go again, Susan. There I go again. I'm telling you now, it meant that you messed up. If you messed up, admit that you messed up. If you're not having a good day and it's causing other people to mess up, admit that you're not having a good day and put somebody in there that's having a good one. Because it's time out for this selfish stuff. Whether it's on the football team, whether it's in your home, whether it's in a business, it's called accountability. That's what I mean. We gotta take accountability. And the moment we can take accountability, I'm gonna say this, JB, accountability leads to believability. It's a lot of blaming other folks, knowing you done screwed up. And I ain't just talking about on the football field. I'm talking about in life too. Knowing you done messed up. Don't get me started on that part. Because where I work, I see it. It ain't just in sports, it's in life all over the place. Everybody blaming the other. But when are you going to take accountability? So come on, Alabama, let's get with the getting this year. So when we come to A-Day next week, like I said, I'm not reading nothing in nothing. Okay, I got you, Dwight. I'm just saying now. I'm not reading anything into anything. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm going to A-Day next week to see the sights and the festivities. But I got this little spot that I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna find me something to eat. Find me something to eat. I'm gonna eat. I'm just being honest with you now. I'm gonna find me something to eat. Dwight, you know what? I told him at the onset of the program, I've lost 40 pounds. And sometimes I don't feel good. But I think I'm gonna go I think I'm gonna do the fastic and everything. And I'm gonna fast next week. But when I get ready to hit A-Day, I'm coming off the fast. I'm coming off the fast. And I'm gonna fastly find something to eat. That's what piano. That's the plan anyway. Like I said, unless the Lord say something different, that's the plan. That's the plan. I didn't pay that money just to eat. Dwight. Bruh, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna eat. God put this food down here, but I will tell you this. And I know it sounds like we random, but when I be looking at stuff on the chat, they be distracting me sometimes. It's just downright funny. But I lost these 40 pounds because I had to. I was way overweight, and I lost 40 pounds. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I still have right at 100 pounds to go. I still have 100 pounds to go. But sad, I'm going to eat. So I paid that money to go there. Like, come on now. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I'm telling you, Susan, somebody better warn them ahead of time. Piano man coming. Have there something to eat out there. Fried chicken or something. Come on. Let's go. Greens and cornbread. That's right. We in the South. Don't give me none of that bird food. We ain't at no wedding and finger sandwiches and stuff like that. No. Come on. Let's have some barbecue, Yeah, I hear you, Nick. I'm 63. And listen, I'm 63. I have 3 grandkids. I have a 4th one on the way. And I just didn't want to look like grandpa like that. I want my grandkids to be proud of their granddad. I'm pretty sure they be proud of me fat and everything. But let me tell you something. I don't want to be one around here. I want them to have a healthy granddad. I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be here for my kids. And if I ever decide to get in a relationship, I want my significant other to be proud that she with me. I don't want her to be embarrassed. That's just how I see it. Now, everybody else ain't got to see it like that, but that's how I see it. But even if that's not the case, I want to be healthy. I want to live a long time. I want to live as long as the good Lord gives me. But I don't want to be on no oxygen mask and oxygen machine and all that kind of stuff, and can't have breathe and can't have walk and this, that, and the third. And so that's part of that accountability that JB was talking about. We got to see accountability works more than just on the football field. It works in life. So I took accountability. I can't blame who cooked the food. It wasn't that. I ate. I was conscious of what I was doing. I was overeating. And so, just making it happen. But I had to make it happen in the opposite approach, because I want to be here for my children. I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be here to succeed. I want to be here to talk with y'all. Y'all important to me. Y'all important to me. All 113 of y'all are important to me. And look at him. And let me tell you how important you are. Just your conversation, just your presence. I don't want your money. That's why I work. I'm gonna keep harping on that, because I want more callers, more subscribers. Just subscribe so we can talk. I don't want your money. I don't want that. This is not my job, it's my hobby. I've got 3 jobs. At 63, I have 3 jobs, 3 of them. And this ain't one of them. It's just my hobby. Because I love to talk about Alabama football, and I love to talk about it with fans, Alabama fans. And not only do I love talking about Alabama football, I love talking about the other schools too. So I don't just make this totally about Alabama. If you a Georgia fan, come on. Now, when we play you, don't take it personal now, because I'm gonna get you. But I'll always respect you. I'll respect you. So if you're an Ohio State fan, let's do this. Now, when we beat you, don't take it personal. I'm going to get you, but I'm going to respect you. If you Oregon, come on over. That's my son's team there. Florida State, you up first and everything. Now, I plan on us beating you, but I'm going to respect you. What am I saying? This is a respect zone. But now we keep it a buck with you now. If you can't handle real talk, don't come here. Because we keep it a buck, and we make it, and we all accountable for our actions. Yeah. I understand, Dwight. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm trying to get down to 220 pounds. That's what I'm trying to do. So I changed up my lifestyle a lot. And so I'm about to incorporate other stuff. So I'm letting my family know here that if you see me, I'm to go back to that smallness thing again. No, I'm not on drugs. No, I don't have any disease. Piano Man is just taking care of himself because he's holding himself accountable. Why? Because I want to be here for my family. And you all are part of that. And anybody else that's listening. I don't meet strangers. I don't. I don't even have the personality to meet strangers, but I will tell you this. But will Piano Man get you told? You better believe it, I will. Because what you're not going to do is disrespect me nor my family. Please don't have me get on. No, anyway. But we just keeping it a buck with you. Because, yeah, JB, look at me. Being there for my kids. You doggone right. They got one daddy. They got one daddy, and that's the way that's running. And daddy gonna be right here. I'm planning on being here as long as God gives me. So that's it. Sermon over. But back to what I was saying. I appreciate everybody. I do. I appreciate everybody. But if you come in the A-Day next week, let me know. I want to see everybody. You know, if you're not, I'm trying to do something, y'all. Dwight, I got StreamYard right now. I'm at my computer, but I have StreamYard on my phone. So I might be doing a little something coming from there. And those that meet me there and everything, and we all heading to the same spot, then we may do a little something there. But if not, you know, we'll make it happen. But if not, we're going to keep you in the loop and let you see. I'm going to have my phone charged up. I'm going to do everything a reporter would do. I want my family in the loop. So if you're not coming to A-Day, don't worry about it. Piano Man got you, okay? And everything. I'm just going to A-Day now. I ain't gonna be recording me at Blue Moon Restaurant. That's between me and Blue Moon and them ribs and all that kind of stuff over there. You won't be seeing me Blue Moon, or I might go to Dockside and get me whatever. But you won't be seeing me eating. No, that's a relationship you don't want to see. That's private. That's private. Anitra says, me too, Piano Man. I have a conversation like I've been knowing a person for years. Me too. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But you just won't catch me. I ain't gonna have no conversation and we eat. No. It's gonna be silence in the room. Don't talk to me when I'm eating. Cause me and that plate gonna have me and the plate having a conversation. And especially if it's some good catfish out there. Amen. If it's some good fish, don't bother me. Don't bother me. I don't even know you right then. Yes, ma'am. I'm a seafood connoisseur. And it's crawfish season too. We had a 5-pound bag. I think I ate 3.5 pounds of them. It wasn't even enough left to do some etouffee. That's how much crawfish we ate. It's on like folks when crawfish season roll around. You got that right, Nick, like a hungry bear. I'm serious. And y'all, I know one thing I will do in the next few weeks. And I've got to register for it. A hungry teddy bear. Stop, Susan. Y'all, my keeping it a buck crew is crazy. I ain't going there. On the 26th and the 27th, I think, we're having a crawfish festival right down the street from where I work. And I'm going, the Lord willing, when I get out of church that Sunday, I'm going to change my clothes. And I'm going to the crawfish festival at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum and Buddy Row. I'm going to have my tripod with me and everything, and I'm going to film, let you see the sights of what's going on. I'll show you crawfish boiling and everything. But when I get ready to partake, the cameras are going off. Okay? Cameras are going off. Because you will not see me with the bib around. I know that we're supposed to be talking about Alabama football. I'm kind of done with that part. I've said what I've had to say about that, but we're just chatting right now. But y'all not going to see me with that bib around my neck and everything. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I'm eating in private. Y'all don't need to know me like that. No, you don't need to see all that because juice going to be flying everywhere. Crab boil going to be flying everywhere. You know. Dwight said, I'm not a big talker. He's not until me and Bino get a couple. I'm not touching that either. That's private. That's not, I'm not talking about that tonight. Nope. But anyway, y'all, But I'm so thankful everybody got in. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. But if you come into A Day, let me know. JB, I don't know how you know eating is the last supper. You got that right. Take, eat. You get another round. I don't mean this to be blasphemous. The Lord knows my heart. He knows I love him with all my heart. I do, and everything. But he knew not to let me be back then with him. Because, man, whatever it was they was eating, I was saying, that ain't enough. Bring me another round. Bring me another round. I want another round. Let's do this all over again. I need another plate or two. I'm glad I'm not Jewish, man. The things they can't eat. No, my friend. And that's not to put down on the Jewish people or the Hebraic people at all. I'm not doing that in the least bit, but that's not my testimony. I love myself some shrimp and fish and, whatever's edible in the sea is good for me. That's how I see it. So, but all I'm saying is when we go to A-Day next week, don't read too much into that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the Alabama Crimson Tide and what we're going to see and everything. Enjoy the people that you're going to be around. If you're going to be around some food, sure enough, enjoy that. But enjoy the atmosphere. Enjoy the fact that now we're on the track of where we're looking forward that when this is over, when A-Day is over, then we're looking forward to August. Now, I'm going to say something here, but Piano Man is going to be on more, the Lord willing again. Piano Man is going to be on and throughout the summer, we're going to be doing some things, talking about some things. But all I'm asking you to do now is, like, share, subscribe, and everything. And once again, I'm telling you, this is not my job. It's just my hobby. And not only do I want you to subscribe to me, I want you to subscribe to On the Block Sports with Coach Carl. If you have not done it, do it today. On the Block Sports with Coach Carl. I want you to also subscribe to Sharpshooters Podcast. I want you to subscribe to JMHO with Coach Sean. I want you to subscribe to all that crew right there that I just named. That's who I want you to subscribe to. Ty Hayes, all them fellas. You'll see them. I want you to subscribe to them. When you subscribe to them, you'll see me, you'll see Coach Carl. When you subscribe to them, you'll see a family. When you subscribe to them. And if you find others that you want to subscribe to, do it. We're all just talking about Alabama Crimson Tide content. Oh, wait a minute. How can I forget? Don't forget Kangaroo Black, KB. Don't forget. So here we go. Kangaroo Black, B Sharp, Coach Carl, Coach Sean, Ty Hayes. Subscribe to them. Come on with it. That's the family. And whoever else suits your fancy of bringing you good Alabama content, subscribe to them. We're all trying to make it. We're all trying to make it. But you won't go wrong with us over here. All those that I just named, you won't go wrong. I promise you won't. You will have a good time. Now, they're not as crazy as I am, but, but honest, true, get along with, easy. Brotherhood. Exactly, Anitra. Brotherhood. That's right, Coach Carl. Facts. I'm talking facts. I'm just talking straight facts. Them dudes ain't done me nothing but good. Jance Sports. Thank you, JB. Jance. Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm just saying, like, share, subscribe, not just the Piano Man, but to all those that I just named. Let's get with it. I'm looking forward to an upcoming season. I want to see all my brothers eat. I want to be in the number 2, but I want to see all of them do it. KB, B Sharp, Coach Sean, Jance, Coach Carl. Watch this. Got one more for you. Coach Al. See, so you can't. Oh, I'm gonna throw you another one in there. I know he probably and listen. I know he's not on here a lot, but you can't forget Uncle Jay. Uncle Jay. Uncle Jay has some things going. Now it's not affiliated with sports, but that's still our uncle. That's still our brother, and we salute him. So all those that I just named, get to know him. Get to know him. Coach Carl, one of the coolest dudes around, and smart too. Smarter than I am. So you're not dealing with any dummies over here. I'm just saying now. So we just do the doggone thing. But then again, whoever else you may find that you may like to frequent them. But don't forget about who I just named, the family of networks. Like I said, Ty Hayes, all of them. Let's make it happen. I want this upcoming football season to be the biggest, I want it to be colossal as far as podcasting go. Alabama Crimson Tide podcasting go. I want astronomical numbers for all of us. And JB said it earlier. I am speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it. I believe God. I believe in each of you. So whomever's watching this after we stop going live and everything, you hear this later on, all of those channels, hit them. If you had never subscribed to them, subscribe. Then turn around, like it, and get others to subscribe. We're family. So it is now 7:33, and my stomach made a whole year around the sun. So I'm going to let it go right here, but y'all enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. If you're out and about, please be safe. Have fun in whatever you do. And we'll be on a couple of times before A-Day, but we just need to get our ducks in the row for those that are coming to A-Day. Now, I may not be sitting where I'm sitting or where I'm going to be, and me and a few others where we're going to be, but I'm going to let y'all in on a secret. I'm coming. My sister's coming, and my oldest son is coming, just like the crew was from last year. We're coming. They're looking forward to coming. So we're going to be there and everything. So on behalf of all of us and here with the Long Run with Piano Man and the Keeping It a Buck crew, let me break it down to you. I want to thank JB and Bino and Carla and Susan, KT. I want to thank OG Gill. I want to thank Gary, Dwight. I want to thank Susan. I want to thank, I think that's it. I don't have my little list in front of me, but I got to thank the Keeping It a Buck crew and their families. I never leave them out, and their families. All of them have families, and they all love their families, and I love their families too. Fool around and mess with one, and I'm going to tell you now, Uncle Wendell's on the way. And here and I ain't going to be asking too many questions now. I'm telling you now. So, but Piano Man, I'm really not playing, but I'm playing. But I want to thank everybody. I thank everybody. Anitra, Coach Carl, all of y'all. Nick, my boy. Nick, thank you, man. Thank y'all for coming. And I just want to say roll tide to everybody. And I'll let you know when we be on. If you be good, we're going to figure something out. But we're coming into A-Day. I'm excited. I'm not so much excited just for the game. I'm excited that I'm going to get a chance to see, people like Bino and Susan. The last time me and Susan hung out, I can't tell it all. Let's just put it this way. I'm just glad that the corner and the DJ can't, well, I can't say that the DJ can't talk. I'm just glad that this little corner spot can't talk. And I'm glad that the DJ don't remember who we were. I'm just glad, man. Woo! And Bino, JB, let me tell you something. First time I met JB, and man, I said, what's up, man? I said, I'm Piano Man. Man, me and JB hugged each other. We picked each other up off the ground like we hadn't seen each other in 50 years. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, Nick, I was just thanking everybody for coming. But that's what I like about my crew. Man, we are a true family, and we hung out till we couldn't hang out no more. But I'm just looking forward to A-Day. And there will be other times that we're going to get together. And yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got that right, JB. But when they turn their head, that's all I can say. Boy. Susan said, Piano Man. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Man, don't let that soft-spoken Susan fool y'all, man. Susan's something serious, boy. But that's my sissy. That's all right. Bet you won't nobody mess with him. Bet you won't nobody mess with him. Nope, and that'll be a nope. But we had fun now. But I hope and pray that everybody, that we all can hang out. And if you come in the A-Day, let me know so we can meet somewhere and we can hang out for a little while before the festivities start and everything. Now, if you going to the zone let me know. Let me know ahead of time that you're going to be at the zone so we can all hang, no, Susan, I ain't going to tell that. That no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, no. Nope. No, ma'am. I ain't telling that. I wouldn't be able to show up at church Sunday. No, ma'am. Oh, no. That's why I said that corner is quiet. Matter of fact, I'm not even going back to that place. And I think you know why. Anyway, but I hope everybody can come. Let's have a good time and everything. And let's just see what the Tide going to do. But like I said, don't read too much into that. It's just a controlled scrimmage. We're going to see. And I'm going to be excited. I love Saban Field, Bryant-Denny Stadium and everything. So I'll see you all soon. And I'll let you know when I'm going to be back on. JB, be safe. Susan, be safe. Nick, be safe. Coach Carl, be safe. Susan, sure enough, be safe. Susan, that's why I ain't saying nothing else. Because I might get back. Look at him. I know the Lord loves me, but after all that there, he might ban me from the heavenly gate. He might let me sit on the outside. I know I won't be going through the hot place, but he might just let me sit on the outside of the gate and just look in. He might bring me a plate every night. He might bring me a plate every now and then. But boy, my goodness gracious, last time we all was together. Woo! But we had a good time. And like they say, what keeping it a buck do? Stay with what keeping it a buck do. That's all I got to say. All I'm going to say right there. But we had a good time. Didn't nobody do nobody wrong, right? So thank God for that. But y'all have a good weekend. Bruh man finna go get something to eat, like right now. So y'all have a good weekend. Be safe, be prosperous, be healthy. And just know this. I might not see you tonight, tomorrow, but I'll definitely see you in the long run. Wait a minute, right before we go. My mom I was big enough, I would tell y'all to come on over for A-Day. You know what, Dwight? Thank you for the invitation. And if it was big enough, I sure come. Some things didn't work out the way I had some unforeseen circumstances to come up because I was trying to get this Airbnb, and the particular Airbnb that I wanted was they got it leased out for the whole month of April. So there that went, and everything. But as Anita Ward would say in the song "Ring My Bell," she said, "The night is young and full of possibilities. The week is still off and it's still full of possibilities. But I'll let y'all know. And if something comes through, bro, man, got you. Okay. And we all meet where I am and we're going to have a good time. All right. Well, everybody, y'all be safe, be prosperous, be healthy. And just know, like I said, I may not see you today, tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, or whenever. But trust me, I'm going to see you in the long run. Again, thank you for coming. This is Piano Man saying roll tide.